there! Merry Christmas or God Jul! Good Yule, or whatever you're calling it, happy holidays. Anyway, I just finished putting up some Christmas decoration here in the LARP cave. Yeah, really original name. You don't know, but I have a Batman t-shirt underneath. I think it's influencing my naming skills. Anyway, we were playing pen and paper yesterday, or what was called tabletop gaming. Most of the other guys are previous LARPers that I've LARPed with, so I asked if they had any good LARP QuickTip or LARP advices, and they had a bunch, but here's one of them. Quick tip from previous LARPers. Always know the rules, or that's technically not what it says because it's in Danish. It says sæt dig ind i reglerne, which basically means get to know the rules. Of course, this is a no-brainer quick tip. You should really just, if you're going to a LARP, you should always know the rules. But here comes the quick question mark, and you shouldn't really click away from this video unless you already have. In either case, you're not really you're not hearing this and it's not important to you. But if you're still in the video, don't click away if you think, well, I'm always checking out the rules, because this also applies to you, because you can always turn around to tell this to other people, or at least not be an asshole to people that hasn't checked out the rules, because in some cases people might actually have a big trouble understanding the rules. Now I know this from a fact because I helped out start a LARP campaign back in the day. That doesn't unfortunately exist anymore, but and the people I was playing pen and paper with yesterday is also some of the people that were helping out or were in that LARP campaign, and also some of the founders, if you want to say that. One of the things that we experienced was that a lot of newer players, especially newer players, but also older players, they sort of have a feeling about the rules, but they don't really know them into specific details. And that's okay, you don't need to know the rules in every detail, but you need to know the essential rules. So one thing that you as a GM can do is that always make it very easy for new players and also older players that are used to other systems, make it easy for them to get into your system or into your LARP rules or setting or whatever it is. One of the ways you could do it is to have like maybe a sheet of paper or like a specific like summary of the rules, like the most important rules and the things that you need to know. And I've seen this done in a lot of places, and I've seen it done good, and I've also seen it done maybe not so well done. The thing is that when it comes to rules, they can either be really complicated because they need to fit a very complex setting, or they can be really simple. So simple that people are actually getting confused on how it works. Like, can you actually do this or can you not? I know that you can, with both systems, both rules, both settings, with complex and with simple rules or systems, you can complex things up, or you can, there can happen there can be some miscommunication between people. Now, we had tons of players in our campaign that didn't read the rules because it seemed like a big book for them. Our rule system became quite complex as time grew on, and the more rules there was compiled on top of it, people just didn't really want to read it because they knew the old rules, so they figured, well, we know the old rules, so we automatically kind of know what's going on here with the new rules. So if you're doing an update on the rules, always make like a little sheet of paper summarizing the new rules or the new changes there's been. But I think I got off topic here. What I wanted to say was actually that some people don't actually want to read an entire book, not because they don't want to read it. Some people also don't want to read it, of course, but in some cases people actually can't read it, and that's an even bigger problem. People want to go to a LARP, but they have a problem reading and understanding the rules, like physically. Maybe they can't read, or maybe they have trouble reading, maybe they are slightly illiterate or something. We had a lot of people in our LARP that was more or less illiterate in real life, so reading the rules were a little hard, also mainly because a lot of us that actually wrote the rules made a lot of spelling mistakes. Yeah, you've probably seen all the titles that have been changed on these videos. You know that I am very good at making typos. Now, but the thing is, what do you do in these cases where people are discouraged from reading the rules or getting to know the rules because they might not be able to, like, it's a bigger battle for them to go in and read rules that are, like, rule books that are like 100 or like 30 or 100 pages long, instead of maybe just one sheet of paper. The reason why I'm actually putting it out here now when it's winter time is because a lot of LARPs have winter break. Christmas break, winter break, because it's getting really cold and it's hard to get people outside. So it would make sense for people to put themselves into the rules now in the winter period. I know that's also when most LARPs actually update their rules, but as a player you can only do as much. I know a lot of LARPers that was illiterate, or I wouldn't really say illiterate, but they had trouble reading and trouble understanding the rules and really getting into the mindset of what all of this was about. In between LARPs, and also sometimes before actually LARP started, they would actually ask people to help them out with reading parts of the rule book or parts of the rules. And in some LARPs, I think they also have like small workshops and maybe online forums where they help out, although I do know that it's kind of contradictory with an online forum, because if you have trouble reading and writing in the first place, you probably wouldn't use an online forum where you read and write. So yeah. What are your suggestions to LARPers and people that have trouble understanding and reading the rules? Put your suggestions down in the comment section below. I personally think that the rest of us should just help them out understand it, and remember to like make small summaries and stuff like that. And then here it's winter period, so people that haven't read the rules yet or don't know the rules and can read, get to reading and know those freaking rules. Know the basics at least. Come on. And I mean, if you do get to know the entire rule book, you can also sort of play with the rules. That was this quick tip for now. It's soon very much Christmas, so I don't know how much I'm going to be doing. I know I've been slacking here lately, but it's December, it's the Christmas month. Now that was it. Yeah, you should know the drill by now. If you have any tips or tricks or LARPs, leave them down in the comment section below. And also be sure to, if you want me to really notice your quick tips, put quick tip in front of it, like quick tip and colon and then your quick tip. That way I know it's a quick tip you're writing and not just a comment, although I do also sometimes take comments and just use them for something, because sometimes the comments inspire me. Anyway, I hope to see you LARPers later. Bye.